What's going on, everybody? This is Roger of the Mr. Effect, and of course, I'm talking to my wonderful, wonderful, spectacular, award-winning co-host, the lovely Miss. She's drinking water right now, so I gotta keep on going until she finishes and swallows. The lovely Miss Sarah Lace.
I'm thirsty today, okay? Especially for the cutie that we have as a special guest for our oh my God, she already got me distracted. I think it's the glasses. It's the glasses that does me.
Oh my goodness.
Put them down earlier. She was just cleaning them. Anyways, look at this goddess, the Ophelia Faye.
Oh my God. Thank you. Damn, I'm gonna have to use my glasses in a scene sometime if they have like.
You should. I'm imagining you getting like squirt or cum on them, you know? Like,
Work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
imagine me just gushing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. I see the vision. I see the vision.
See, you just had me all
Ophelia,
kinds of distracted right
Ophelia,
off the bat. I
Ophelia.
love glasses. But anyways, Ophelia, please introduce yourself and tell them a little bit more about what you do in the industry.
Yes, so I am Ophelia Faye. I am a porn performer. I am a lesbian in real life, so I'm girl girl only on camera. And I've been at it for just over 6 months now, and I've been having an absolutely amazing time so far.
That's so
Oh,
awesome.
you're still a baby, baby.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think we may have seen you at the Urban X, one of the events. Is that correct?
Yes, I was at the pretty much the whole Urban X weekend. I had the Tuesday before actually collabed with Becca Barbie, one of the co-hosts, and she's just so lovely, and we hit it off so well, just like as friends. And she was like, "Do you want to come to the like whole weekend?" And we were like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so yeah, I got to make some new besties along the way. It was a great time.
Yeah, I think me and her kind of met, spoke outside of the lingerie party,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, I already follow you. I already messaged you about coming on. Hey, come
Fucking
on.
awesome. That's fucking awesome. But was that the first set of events that you've ever been to?
Yeah, that was my first award show sort of weekend. I've done like I went to like the AVN house party and sort of smaller things like that, but that was my first experience at an award show.
I was at David house party
Okay.
too.
Hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, we might have run into each other.
I doubt it. Like that day, I was forcing a new talent to meet people. So
Yeah,
I was just like taking like dragging them along. So this is blah blah.
yeah.
This is blah blah.
Hmm.
Try to work at blah blah. So I was being a glorified manager, and I don't get paid for that.
Oh, so you were just being a nice wingman, okay?
Yeah.
I wasn't getting paid for it though, so I'm just being the guy, like person who knows people to know people.
That's
True. And mind you, if you drank alcohol, they would pay you in that, but you don't. So like
true.
I mean,
they
I just
just pay
I just
you in thanks.
I just need water,
I just need water.
water and juice.
Hmm.
That's all we need to survive in this world.
Yeah.
So, so what do you think of the weekend though? Did you enjoy it or?
I had such a great time. It was so much fun. I mean, everyone that I've met so far has been really lovely and welcoming and just real in a way that people like entertainment gets a bad name for people being phony, but like it's just as bad in the corporate world. And
Yeah.
so I've just noticed that people really just like come as they are, and I've loved to see it.
That's one thing I've noticed about industry stuff. Like, that's
Mhm.
why I was telling somebody, like, the majority of my adult star friends, like, I wouldn't trade them for the world because some of them are the most realest individuals I know and more real than other individuals I met out here in Los Angeles. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
But I will say this, Miss Ophelia, since you're one of the few people who I know that will only do GG,
Hmm.
and it's becoming so far like so few and far in between these days. Um, so I wish you the best on that, like in doing that and continue on with that, because there are a few categories that you really, really qualify for, and I hope that you win all the awards in that category.
Thank you. Yeah, that's definitely like one of the goals. I think, yeah, I know that for a while back in the day, it was a thing that like everyone, regardless of sexual orientation, you would do girl girl for a few months or even years before working your way up to a boy girl. So it was like seen as like this step on the ladder, and now like if you're expected to do everything right away, but girl is still seen as this like entry level thing in a way. And with me doing that, not like because I'm trying to get out of anything, but because I actually am a lesbian and
Yeah.
that's all I'm into. Like I'm hoping that the work that I do shows that like, oh no, lesbian sex isn't the entry level sex. Like we can we can get just as crazy as the stuff involving boys.
Well, I do know, like, because I've been around this industry for a
Yeah.
long, long, long time, and this is like this. I just celebrated my 17th year in porn.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
don't say how old you are or how old you were, but just imagine 17 years. Um, and there were like when I first started, there were a few people who were only girl,
Hmm.
and like they still do it in their career now. And it was more so like certain people who used to watch it at that time,
Hmm.
if that person did a scene with someone who wasn't a girl, they would lose complete interest in them.
Hmm.
And as a person myself, like she was joking about this before you came on, because we were talking about you. Aren't you somebody who only watches girls? Like, yeah, it's the only thing that interests me.
Hmm.
Cause I don't like to see another man's dick.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you're hitting a niche.
Hmm.
So what are your plans in this industry? What are your goals and aspirations?
Um, yeah, I mean, I really love what I do. I'm an artist. I paint, painting's kind of my main medium that I do outside of this. So I really like to make really pretty, really creative stuff. I just really want to achieve everything and anything that I possibly can as a girl performer. I want to break glass ceilings that maybe were built up more recently that weren't always the case back in kind of the like earlier heyday of girl, bring that back. Um, I want to, yeah, work with as many major companies, as many cool people as possible. Just push the creative limits on my own independent concepts. Um, Also, I am into like doing the more kinky stuff too, so kind of elevating in that area. Um, and then even potentially bringing in sort of like a second thing that's sort of a femdom side of thing because I realize I'm not into guys, but like I'll flog a guy. So I might make like a separate sort of alter ego. Like if you want both, you can get both, but I think that there's not necessarily a ton of overlap in those areas. But yeah, I want to do yeah, explore all the possible avenues that are just like within what I genuinely like to do.
So I do agree with like flogging
Hmm.
somebody isn't even going to the extreme because you're not getting penetrated.
Hmm.
So like it can still open that avenue if somebody wants
Yeah.
to like even though like because I saw you say this on Twitter. And I agree with you.
Mhm.
And people keep on harassing you saying, when you gonna do a scene with a dude, whatever.
Mhm.
And I see you say, if you keep continuously asking me this, I'm going to block you. And
Yeah.
I agree. Like
Yeah.
it's like don't mess with my effing boundaries, mother effer.
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
boundaries.
Yeah.
But if they want to see you be on in a
Hmm.
sexual sense with a male, that's one way they can get it because
Hmm.
you're still not violating what you stand for, who you are, and
Yeah.
you're not going past your boundaries.
Yeah, because like I've noticed that one thing that I kind of had to like reckon with like when I was younger is sort of figuring out like, oh, I don't want to sleep with this person. I just enjoyed seducing them because that
Hmm
was a thing when I was figuring out my sexuality where like when I like felt like the power that I had over guys and like making them want me and then I like that's all fun, that's all fun, that's all fun and then it's like, okay, wait, no, the sex is supposed to be the main event. What? like by the time any of that was happening, I was already like, okay, mission accomplished, we're done. But it was like, no, 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 that's the main thing. So I think being able to play with that, and I think that there's something fun and like knowing how bad they want me, but them knowing that they'll never have me and that sort of thing, which is sort of a fun second avenue for me to explore. Um, and then like that being on top of what at the end of the day my core thing is going to be, which is just making beautiful things with beautiful ladies.
have you done videos just using that notion of like basically seducing a male to the point where like in your videos because you could like in your OnlyFans basically make them feel like knowing that they can I don't know what to call it. What is it called, Sarah? Of
Like
no of knowing that they will never be able to touch you,
Sure what
whatever.
the term would be.
But the fact that they're a male, they wouldn't. It's like something you could do on your
yeah,
OnlyFans to like
yeah,
to even make them feel like whatever. So it's still. I don't know what I'm looking for here,
yeah,
but
I
y'all
think
might
I
know.
know. Yeah, tease and denial I think is what it
Yeah,
is.
there you go. That
Yeah.
that and,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll entice them to want you
Yeah,
explore you even more. I'm trying to
yeah,
use language wisely here. Explore
yeah.
you even more.
Hmm.
So so
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it's definitely an area that I'm interested in exploring because I have a lot of fun with it. It's not something that like necessarily like turns me on sexually in the traditional
I
sense, but it's
understand that.
fun
Yeah,
and it like gets it's like it's like it doesn't get me wet, it gets me high almost.
Yeah, on that power in a sense,
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
power high.
yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
get
like,
that.
Hmm.
yeah, I can understand that. I mean, like, 'cause I know it's not what you're into, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't I wouldn't want you to do anything that you're not into. It
for
doesn't
sure.
make sense. It doesn't make sense, you
Hmm.
know.
Speaking of things that you are into,
Yeah.
though, do you think that you would consider yourself a pussy expert?
I mean, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say that necessarily. I know that I've made plenty of girls very happy. I think that,
Tell
um,
me more.
I mean, I think really it
Flip.
just like comes down to like if you really like pussy and you're really attentive to it and like you have that baseline chemistry with the person, it's probably going to be a good time for everyone involved. Um, And so I think that I really like pussy, and that makes pussy like me back.
I get that.
Yeah.
For the, I would say, for the beginner pussy eaters
Mhm.
out there, um,
Yes.
I guess what would be your pussy eating 101 instructional class?
I think that like I saw like some tweet or like I think Balessa tweeted it or something that was like the number one rule of eating pussy is to be yourself and have fun. And like I think that there is some truth to that in a way where it's like really above all, like you want to be present and attentive because everyone is different. I think that like the more you're able to communicate about it, like verbally, that's obviously great. Realistically, that doesn't always happen. You're not like getting the exact instructions from the person in the moment. I think the general thing, just clit consistency. Like I think that I usually like think about like my mouth or my fingers like are a sex toy. Like I think about like what does a rose toy do? What does like this do? Like if you look at like what sex toys are out there to please women, like replicate what those are doing because those have one purpose and you can make your mouth and your hands have that purpose too. And then yeah, also like the body does respond. So you can feel when things tighten, you can feel when things engorge, like all of that. Like if someone's really aroused, like their pussy will like suck your fingers in. Like you don't like
Yes,
it'll tell
exactly.
you what to do, even if the person isn't telling you what to do.
That is very true. And I would also like to add, don't be afraid to use toys, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Be afraid to use toys. Like, especially if your hand or your tongue is getting tired, pull
Mm-hmm.
out that vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of girls don't like toys.
Mm-hmm. It depends.
Mhm.
I think also the like the hand and tongue thing is another thing too. Like if you look at a lot of my scenes, I'm like you can see like my whole body's kind of like bump like going up and down or like moving back and forth. So it's like I'm using my tongue, but like I'm also like using my full body to like move my tongue too.
Yeah,
You know?
Hmm.
like
And
give
so
into
it's
it.
like
Like,
yeah, like if you're going like that or like rocking back and forth or whatever, that's not going to tire your tongue as much as like being dead still and just moving your tongue. So
okay,
yeah. If you put your whole self into it, then you'll have more stamina.
okay, I have to try that. I definitely have to try that. I feel like I do that when I suck dick, but I don't know how I
Mhm.
am when I eat pussy, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. There, I mean, it's in a lot of my videos. There, I've seen a lot of gifs of it on Twitter too.
Oh my God. See, that's awesome. Even as a newbie, you're able to teach us something new. Because I would say that you are already on your way to being an expert in that.
Thank you, thank you. Uh, yeah, I'm lucky with the people that I've got to work with so early
Hmm.
on. So yeah, very happy about that.
And who are some of those people that you worked with that you had amazing experiences with?
Yeah, well, let's see. I like already mentioned Becca, like I had a great time with her. My Slade scene with Ashley Alexander debuted today,
Ooh.
and that was such a fun time. Like you can tell, I think, in the video how much fun that we had. Um, and then another project that like I just like hold super close to my heart is the one that I did for my birthday. It's a 6 girl orgy
Yeah, I've seen that.
with yeah with a bunch of the girls that like I collabed with or shot with early on. So that's Jules Blue, Little Puck, Danny Sinclair, Gracie Snow, and Luna Lux. And
Okay.
so yeah, they
Yeah.
just like a very grand old gay time with the six of us. Um, yeah, so all of them have been so great. I've been lucky to work all with women that genuinely like women, at least enough to like enjoy, at least enough to enjoy it in the moment. You know, like I don't know everyone's specific orientation. I think a lot of people are more fluid or less labely about it, but like you can tell when someone enjoys what they're doing and when someone doesn't, and I'm lucky that I've mostly had the former.
It, I want to say this and throw this out there, and I hope this doesn't offend. Matter of fact, I hope it does offend people out there. people who do, like, this is for performers. I understand some of you are, what do they call it, gay for pay,
Mhm.
but if you don't, if you don't like it, you could tell because you're making a face when you're doing it.
Mhm.
And for the viewers out there who, really enjoy watching Girl, we notice. And even in like the people you work with, like this beautiful human being here,
Mhm.
they notice, they can tell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And if you're just not into it, just don't do it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I know you get paid for it, but don't do it.
I do know that like I've had like a few experiences because I have worked with some new girls, and I'm not going to name any names on
Yeah, I'm
this
not.
for obvious reasons. But I will say that I've had some girls that even are like not necessarily into women who they've said that like I'm one of the like more positive experiences that they've had because like I'm attentive and like it's easier on their body. So I think that like there is that element to it,
Hmm.
but like at the same time, yeah, I think that like if you want to be successful in girl, you gotta like what you're doing. Like I think that the vibes of girl are so much more important than even the vibes in boy girl. Obviously, everyone should be having a good time all around, but it's a lot more noticeable when it's two girls.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Or sometimes you can just see when the other performer is just lost. Like if they
Mhm.
don't know what to do yet, like
Mhm.
sometimes you have to take that lead and just
Yeah.
be a little done, you know?
Mhm.
And in some cases, girl is hard to do than boy.
Mhm.
Yes. Like sometimes there's more like finesse in the positions and the angle.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed that, especially like when you're trying to get into scissoring,
Mhm.
like you're kind of there thinking like, oh shit, like how do I get into it in a sexy manner? You
Yeah.
know, like from whatever you're doing, you're just like, how do I do it without making it look awkward for the camera?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that like it works best with like the scissoring thing works best kind of like when you're like flowing through stuff anyway because like in my personal life a lot of times it's more of a foreplay thing than like necessarily the main event or it's like a traditional thing or it's at the end like you don't like okay we're gonna go from not being anywhere near to this position to suddenly assuming it. I feel like it's something that I kind of like flow into more, and so that makes it more natural. But yeah,
What are some positions that you do before you get into that?
I mean, like it's not even something that I'm conscious about. It's just like, oh, like if we're like making out and then we're grinding and then like someone's thigh ends up between the legs and then the other person moans, then like that's kind of like where you escalate and where it kind of like flows into from there. Um, where it's like, okay, like you've hit this point, you've hit the trigger point, let's lean into this. Yeah.
See, because I
Huh?
think I've been doing the lesbianism wrong because I'm more bi than anything. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it where I put the scissoring position towards the end of the scene instead of
Mm-hmm.
making it the beginning, like
Yeah.
build it.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Mhm.
I have a serious question, and this is just from a watcher because I
Yeah.
don't, I've never understood how because sometimes I watch,
Mhm.
it says like it doesn't even look like y'all are touching when people are they're scissoring.
Yeah.
I've never understood that position.
Mhm.
Like it just because it visually for me, it
Mhm.
feels like sometimes the people who are doing it don't like it because it looks like it does nothing for y'all.
Yeah. So I'd say that like there definitely is like there are variations of scissoring that definitely are more of a performance than anything. Like I think that people usually call it like I talk about with the more real stuff, like tribbing more so than scissoring,
Yeah.
where it's more about like having that like pressure. Like it's the same way that like a lot of girls, like one of their like earlier introductions to masturbating is like to like hump a pillow or something, where it's more about like getting that friction. So like a lot of times it's like in a way where you're more so up against someone's thigh or their hip or just anything that's able to create more of that pressure, that you can like lean on. But if it's like you're just barely grazing in a way that like that gets you the best angle of both of the pussies, but that's not always enough stimulation. I will say if I have enough chemistry with the person, then it's almost kind of more of a tantric sort of thing, where like the like energy exchange of being
Yeah.
pussy to pussy is erotic in a way. Um, but that requires a lot of like natural, not chemistry that you can build just for the camera in order for it to be enjoyable in that way. But yeah, so it depends. All of them can have their pros and cons.
No, I understand. It's just I don't know. It just seems like it's a filler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say that like I've even had experiences where I'm doing the exact same thing, but the connection that I have with my partner will make it feel
Better.
more like filler to me or feel like this like intense energetic exchange that is erotic. And I think that again,
Okay.
girl chemistry is everything, you can tell.
I agree with you completely. I
Yeah.
just I just always look at that position like,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just
Totally
having very erotic thoughts right now, so don't mind me.
good.
So let me ask you this. So you said you've been in for a little while now.
Mhm.
So who are your top five performers you haven't worked with that you want to work with?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's like such a tough question. Um, let's see. Um, God. Uh, well, I mean, there are a few that like we've been like in talks here and there that like just things haven't quite worked out. So I think like naturally, of course, like I like Freya Parker, Jenna Fox. I really want to work with Kira Noir.
Yay.
And God, I'm trying to think of like ones that it's like, oh wait, we actually like do have a shoot lined up, so I can't say like
Mhm.
certain people that like are on the bucket list, like the bucket list may have been checked off, and I want to be more on the down low about it. Um,
I feel
but
like they still count though. Like they
yeah,
Well,
still
because you haven't
count
worked
like
with
on
them.
your bucket list.
yeah. But
Don't say them now though, because we just said
mhm,
that statement.
yeah.
But
Yeah, now we'll guess.
No. But then let's see. Also, Alina Lopez. I feel like one
okay.
of the classic. I know that she's not. I don't know if she's shooting quite as much right now, but if she does, still. And then let's see. So that's three. And then Ellie Clutch. I yeah. I think I have yeah. I think that might be in the works soon. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
If I
But
may,
Yeah.
I would say that you and probably Charlotte Stokely
Uh-huh.
could work well together because she's another person who only on camera
Yeah.
shoots girl girl,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that y'all two can make
Yeah.
magic together.
that's
Yeah.
a good look.
Mm-hmm. We may or may not have been in talks.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't want to
Okay.
spoil anything. I
Yeah.
just know since I know her and
Yeah.
I'm learning about you as we
Mm-hmm.
speak. Um, I just think y'all will, I think
Yeah.
I think it'll be a very good thing. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sweet. I love that. So I know that you have filmed some scenes right now, but are there some that you maybe have in mind that you would like to film that
Mm-hmm.
it's not in plans yet, but it's just a dream?
Yeah. I mean, I think that naturally I want to do girls way. Like I want to hit all the major like girl milestones that are out there.
Mhm.
Um, I'd really love to be a part of a feature project. I'd love to do more stuff with Slade. That sort of like
Mhm.
glam sort of vibe is like really up my alley. Um, and then also I would love to do some stuff with kink.
Okay.
I would love to get topped by a lovely dommy lady. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That'd be so sexy. But
Mhm.
maybe are there any scenarios that you have in
Scenario.
mind? Yes.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So one that I have been thinking of that I want to make happen is doing a like MILF scene where like it's kind of like the classic like pool boy sort of thing, but I'm the pool boy. So
Oh, yes.
like it's like super like campy and like the way that like they do like the like sort of like objectifying like camera angles, but like the ones that they would do on a guy like of me, like how they'd be like a phone like, oh, would you like some lemonade? Like why don't you come back inside and have some cookies? So I think that would be hot. Um yeah, I think like sort of like fantasy stuff. I think that the more creative, the better. Um,
Mhm.
I have a friend. Her name is Soul, and she's kind of my like creative partner on a lot of projects. They're pretty much all my independent content, um, where she helps with my shots and like a lot of times we'll have an idea pop into our head, but a lot of times like we'll take my look and the girl I'm shooting with's look and like whatever like location, the type of sex that we have in mind, and kind of like build a theme around that. Uh,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
that's
So
the best way to do it.
yeah. I think that like that's the way that I have the most fun is kind of like getting creative in the moment and just kind of letting like each of my co-stars be my muse in a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. But Halloween is coming up.
Yes.
Are there any like costume or cosplay ideas that you have in mind?
Well, let's see. I actually do have one Halloween scene that is was already shot.
Okay.
That one, it's not a spoiler for me to mention because we did some fundraising earlier in the year before shooting it. But that's a scene based on The Craft,
Oh
and
wow.
that's with me, Jules, and Puck and Luna. That's where, or not my first time shooting with Jules, but my first time shooting with Puck and Luna was for that one. Um, so that one's coming out around Halloween season. I have another Halloween shoot lined up that is not announced yet, but it will be a very good time.
Mhm.
And then I've been meaning that just like timing hasn't worked out yet, but to do like a Starfire thing. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, all of those.
Okay.
Starfire would be so hot. Oh, like
Yeah.
even if you just put on the costume, I'd be happy. Like,
Okay. I mean, if it
um,
makes you happy, that's enough for
yes, that's all I need.
yeah.
That's all
Hell
I
yeah.
need to be happy.
So let me ask you this. This is going to jump off topic for a second. So what do you do for fun outside of paint?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I roller skate. Uh I like do like these like long like 14-mile skates pretty frequently. I love to swim. I swim in the ocean. I also do like sculpting, printmaking. I love to go out dancing or to raves. Uh, that's kind. I work out. That kind of
Work
takes up
out.
most of my free time.
I
Okay.
wish I like was better at you said 3D printing, right?
I printmaking, so like lino cut,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, like
Oh,
stamps and like
So
stuff like
like
that.
so
Roll
so
paint on
things that take more talent.
yeah.
Like,
Yes, absolutely.
I don't have the talent. Like that's difficult. Yeah. That just seems yeah.
you. It takes time. I mean, I think there are different skill sets for everything. Like, I love the types of art that I make, but like, I cannot knit. Like, I've tried so many times, and it's because you have to like follow like there's no kind of like doing
Mhm.
your own thing and making it happen with knitting. You have to do the exact technique, and I can't roll with that. With painting, you can kind of just like fuck around and create what you want. You don't need to follow
Mhm.
the exact methodology to a T to get the result that you're looking for.
What type of things do you like to paint? Like I don't want to say genre,
Yeah.
but what field?
I'd say that like a lot of my stuff has like a little bit of a surrealist vibe to
Hmm.
it, or like kind of like art, like magical, mythical sorts of elements. I like also like incorporating like sexuality into my art, love painting beautiful women,
Oh wow.
all of that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So we're going like are you gonna be up here like selling your artwork?
I've thought about it. I've thought about maybe doing some stuff where I start making some like paintings like based on like inspired by some of my scenes that I'm doing, especially now. With like the more that I'm working with Soul, she's really good at like getting action shots of photos when we on the
Hmm.
occasions that we do have another videographer, so those might be cool to use. But yeah, I like the idea of incorporating my performing and my painting together more in the future.
That would
So
be really
this
awesome
one
too.
I like to buy paintings.
Uh-huh.
So if you start selling them, I might buy one.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
I was serious. I'll put it in my hallway.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, 'cause I
Mhm.
have three paintings. Yeah, three paintings that are in my house that is hung up of by porn performers.
Wow. Awesome.
See, I support,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
support y'all
Super cool.
craft.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I support crafts.
but
Uh,
yes, he
I
does.
Mhm.
lost my train of thought. What I was gonna say, actually, say,
See, I am terrible at painting bodies, but
Mhm.
I'm like semi decent at painting flowers.
Mhm. Oh, that's
So
pretty.
it's a work in progress. I've been working on trying to figure out how to get the strokes right.
Yeah.
But I've been doing mixed media with acrylic and plaster.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah, that's super cool.
Thank you. It's just to give it that like thickness
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
what type of sculpting do you do?
Um, I do like little like mini sculptures usually, like of animals, stuff like that, cute little
Okay,
critters. Yeah.
so is it no with like clay and you turn it hard, or is it with like glass, like the gas sculpting, or
Oh, yeah. I mainly just use Sculpey. Um, I'd say that like painting's definitely like my main thing.
okay,
But yeah, I definitely have like fun doing just like some stuff with like oven baked clay here
okay.
and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I always wanted to try that.
I haven't
Mhm.
used clay since I was a little lad,
Yeah.
like back in what was it, was the elementary? Where they have you or force you to make an ash? Why were we making ashtrays or money trays in elementary? That's a different story. I don't know,
Ash.
different.
I think money trays is probably what you
It
were
was called a
thinking.
money tray, but it looked like an ashtray. Those look like ashtrays. If I show you a money tray and an ashtray, you would say that like if it didn't have the little divots,
Hmm.
and some of it didn't have talents, so it had the divots. and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a money tray and an ashtray done by a second grader who was forced to play with clay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, I think the last time I used clay was probably in like high school or something, because my sister was doing some project with clay.
Yeah.
Like I think she had like art class and she was just like sculpting something. So that was the last time we did that. But that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to try it, like try it again.
Yeah.
I keep saying things that shows Ophelia how old I am more and more and more. And
Very
she says like they did that back in your day, you
mhm.
know, back in one like because like you're born after 2000, right?
I'm born in 2000.
See, yeah, after January 1st, 2000. See,
Yeah.
so
She's
yeah,
the
she
young
I
one.
was I was already in high school when she came out the womb.
Oh
So
my gosh. He's not wrong, but still. He's aging himself,
Oh my
like we don't
goodness.
have to do it. He is aging himself.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like also the number's just a number. Like I'm 25, but I'm still a teen according to people anyway. So like and there are girls that are younger than me that are MILFs. So
Mhm.
which
like
is crazy to me.
yeah.
And like yeah, because then you have like, because you're 25, there's
Hmm.
people like who are in that weird time where
Yeah.
they get to play both.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like we're currently in that stage,
Yeah.
like if we dress up, I guess like grown up, like a secretary vibes,
Yeah.
definitely look grown. But if we dress, kind of more young and with our makeup kind of like pink and flirty and stuff
Yeah.
like that, like it definitely will look like teens.
Yeah. I think it's also just like about like the way that the energy that you bring because like I actually just am naturally the more bubbly of my friends. And so I think that like that comes across more. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that definitely comes out as youthful, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's kind of funny being in this stage where we're like, am I a teen? Am I a MILF? Like,
Yeah.
and then does it matter?
Yeah. I think it doesn't matter as much for lesbian. Like that's something that I have kind of noticed is that like there is still some of the like stuff that's more age dependent, but a lot of the scripts that I get, it's like doesn't it, like age isn't as much of a factor as it is in a lot of the boy girl scripts that I've
Well,
seen out.
I do know like when it comes to lesbian, you get a whole bunch of the hey, this is my stepmom and I'm home for visiting from college.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hi mom or hi stepmom,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's a lot more age play in a sense
Hmm.
for that kind of.
or the curious like, yeah, I'm interested in girls. Have you ever
Hmm.
been with one? No. Let me
Uh-huh.
show you the ropes. And that's a whole mother daughter thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind
Have
you, I do love popping girl cherries.
Yeah.
Usually it's like they've already like experimented before and it's just their first time filming it. So I'm like, yes, let me blow your mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely a lot of fun.
Exactly, because you don't necessarily have to teach them
Yeah.
what to do as far as the actual stuff
Mhm.
goes. You just kind of have to teach them how to like open up to the camera.
Yeah.
Different.
Hmm. Yeah. Just make them comfortable. Like,
Exactly.
mm.
so Ophelia, so in your short time, what do you feel is the most important thing you've learned in about the industry so far? Or about, working on camera so far?
um, about like working I think that really just like know who you are and stick to it.
Hmm.
Um, like I think that the main reason that I'm able to get by being girl only is because I am so outspoken about why. Like because it's like no, this is I'm
Hmm.
not just girl only on camera. I'm girl only off the clock. And like I'm the exact same person when the cameras are and aren't rolling.
Hmm.
And I think that everyone has different approaches to that. But I think that like whether you fall into that camp or whether you prefer to have like a totally separate persona on camera, like you got to know who either of those people are and really, really know them.
Hmm.
Because that's how you like make a brand for yourself. And so, like, I'm like, I never do anything disingenuous, but like to a point where I think about that more actively now that I am a performer than like when I was in my personal life. Cause
Hmm.
like before this, if I was like doing something out of character, then it was just like out of character. Now if I do something that's out of character, then it's also like violating my brand in a
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah, absolutely.
so
Brand
I
is
think
everything.
yeah, so I think that just like know who you bought know who you are and just like be that with your entirety. I think that like above like that's the biggest thing because the main thing that I get complimented on is how genuine that I am and the energy that I bring. And like when I shoot, I basically like think about look like I think about like making the girl that I'm with feel good and making sure that I feel good while also looking good.
Hmm.
So like I never watched porn really besides like for research before getting started. And I never think of like, oh, is this like the like good porny thing to do? I just think of like I'm having sex while modeling.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
let me ask
Mhm.
you this. So I ask some people this often on. What do you think is the funniest thing or
Mhm.
the yeah, let's say the funniest or the oh my God thing that has happened on
Craziest?
set, the craziest thing that has happened on set.
On set. Um, I guess. This is God, just like I don't know why this is the first. Um, yeah, God, funny, crazy. I don't know if I've had any super crazy
It could
set
be
stories
either
yet.
or funny.
Yeah.
Things that
Uh,
make you just laugh on set.
um, yeah. I mean, I guess there, like this was more of a collab thing, but like my um we were like getting ready to do an outdoor shoot and we were all getting hyped for it. And then we hear the videographer just go, there's a shit ton of bees outside. And there was a whole swarm of them out there. And I'm like
Oh.
deathly allergic to bees. So we had to abandon that. And then like we did one round of that collab house. And then months later, we did another collab. This time was at night. And again, we were getting ready for this like outdoor shower, whatever, and then a girl screams and she got stung by a bee. And so then again, we all had to like evacuate like
Oh wow.
inside.
Oh my God.
So it was like just like the like double of like both times that like I've had to like run away and escape the bees from coming for me.
Gotta be
But
careful. We don't want you to get stung.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
I'm getting better about keeping my EpiPen in my model bag because like
Good.
LA, Phoenix, Vegas, like all those are very bee heavy
I think
areas.
you'll see it a lot in Vegas compared to the other ones. Because I rarely see bees out here anymore in LA.
I see them all the time.
I went like 2 years without seeing a bee out here.
Hmm.
Damn, that's insane. Like
Like,
we have them fluttering around in the backyard in North Carolina, so it's like
Hmm.
they well, especially here because it's kind of more of like a foresty area, or that's what it was before it got developed. But there's so many bees, wasps, like so much like natural just animals and critters.
I mean, I
Hmm.
did have a hive like when I moved to this location, but before that, it was forever. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be seeing the bees.
I
but
know.
I don't want to see them. But still,
Yeah.
I haven't seen them a lot. I like last time that I went skating, I realized like, oh shit, left my EpiPen at home, and then like a bee like literally sat on my arm. And, like they've
that
been
is so
out and
scary. Then
out.
That
Yeah,
internal panic. You're like, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't
yeah,
move.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's even more so because yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, no, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
But anyways, since you haven't had anything too crazy happen on set, have you gotten any like crazy or funny fan requests for customs?
Um, God, let's see what request. So I mean, honestly, all of the custom requests that I've gotten so far have been like pretty up my alley.
Mhm.
For the most
Mhm.
part, like I guess all of the serious custom requests, because like
Yes,
you get the
yes.
people who are like, hey, can you do this crazy thing for $5? Um, but like I got one where like it was like somewhat, I think it was less even about like the actions, because I don't really like yuck anyone's yum, but they like
Mhm.
gave me like a laundry list of like put on a lot of deodorant and then smell your armpits and then like do this with your socks and this and that and the other thing, and it was for a 3-minute custom, and I was like, I just like cannot move that quickly. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I like that, like the issue is not what you're requesting, because I'm down for anything that's like within my boundaries that is more on the freakier end. I like doing quirky, crazy, creative stuff. But you gotta request an amount of time where I can actually accomplish the tasks you're setting out.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Because, like, for example, one time I got a request to do a 3-minute custom, but
Hmm.
they wanted me to like squirt in it. And I'm like, damn, like, so
Hmm.
I have to like edge myself and stuff before that. Like, I can technically do that, but
Yeah.
you're not gonna get the fun stuff.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
get the buildup.
Yeah.
it was.
Mhm.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sometimes I'm like, God, like, do I just like it? Like, I've had like, if I notice that someone like isn't going too over the top with it, but if it's like, oh, like, say they asked for like a 10-minute custom, but like it has to be 13 for me to get it done, kind of thing. Sometimes if they're like a cool fan, I'll they just get that extra 3 minutes. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's so
Like,
true.
yeah, like if it's literally more effort for me to make it shorter, then surprise. As long as people don't know, like, abuse that system, like,
Yeah,
Like
that's so true. And sometimes I just kind of like tease them a little bit about it and kind of like tempt them to tip,
yeah,
be like, look, I give you a bonus.
yeah,
Didn't you give me a bonus?
yeah, exactly.
I was trying to think of the one that someone just told me and Sarah a few days ago because it was a
Mm,
new different a new different one because I'm so used to telling everybody the
the
crazy
armpit story.
the armpit story, and it was a oh my God, because someone
Mm,
I'm gonna tell her since I can't think of the other one, and it was a really good, more different. Basically, someone said, I want you fully clothed,
Hmm.
and I want you to make the fart sound,
Oh, the armpit
yeah,
fart.
the armpit
mhm.
fart for like I think they
10
wanted like
minutes.
huh?
I think it was 10 minutes or
10
something.
minutes, like yeah, 9, 10 minutes of just that.
Keep going.
And that's it. Nothing else.
My shoulder would cramp up. That's the main thing.
I
Mhm.
Like,
mean, I don't I mean
no.
I figure they didn't want like they would allow for breaks, whatever. But
Hmm.
that's all they wanted. Like, the and I'm like,
Hey, if you
I
know
don't
how to make that sound and everything, bam, it's easy peasy.
Hmm.
I don't kink shame, but
Yeah.
that's still one that they
One of the
paid for
kinks
it.
that can be confusing, I'm sure.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, whenever I hear something that's more out there, I'm always like, I want to know like what about it makes them interested. Like
yeah,
Ernest
Yeah,
Scared.
how did we get here? And how did you learn that you like that? Like that?
Mhm. Exactly. Like, I'm just curious to know what it
Yeah.
is. Like, what
Like
is it about that that turns you on?
like I
Hmm.
was I because I always wonder, is it just because, the person is pushing they're pushing their breasts together doing it, and it might make them jump a little bit, but you could just as easy have them do it naked and get the same effect when you want them
Hmm.
clothed.
Hmm.
I don't get it. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's always the one that just sits in my brain like, huh?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Exactly. Like, we are definitely the curious type here.
Yeah.
Like, if we hear about something new, we always try to figure out the why and the reasoning behind things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, what all scenes do you have coming up that are new that you want everybody to look forward to? Granted, this podcast comes out in a few weeks. We're recording early, so y'all
Hmm.
might hear us say something that came out
Uh-huh.
already, and
Yeah.
yeah, y'all have to go back. But
Hmm.
she's saying what she can tell us right now.
Yes. So let's see. As far as studio stuff, I don't think I have anything coming up in the future that like I like know the date enough for me to be able to say that it's coming out.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but did but if you haven't already seen my Slade debut, which would have come out a few weeks ago at this point, definitely go give that a view if you liked me. Make sure they know so that I can come back and do more and more and more stuff with them. And then on my personal sites, I did a shoot with Charlotte Sands recently.
Okay.
That was like a very like cute, kind of like romantic, beachy thing, where we like did a sunset beach thing, and then just like went back to my place. And the sex and that was very hot too. So that one will be a lot of fun. I have also, I have a really crazy solo that you're just gonna have to keep it out for the teasers for in October. That should be pretty unique. But
It did come out
uh,
October 13th, so
it
Hmm.
this comes out.
oh wait, this comes out October 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe then I'll queue up that solo for then, or for right off then. So right after around then I'll release that solo, and it is yeah very unique. It goes a little bit beyond OnlyFans terms of service, so you might have to go to my loyal fans in order to check it out. But it was a very cool kind of like more experimental artsy project. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
That sounds kind of amazing.
yeah,
Mhm. I'm excited to at least see the trailer when that comes out.
yeah,
Like, I want at least a little sneak peek.
yeah. I'll make sure the sneak peek comes out like on the 13th or somewhere around there. Yeah,
Yes,
Oh, shoot,
please.
same time, y'all. Y'all can go
Mm.
see that and have your money ready.
yeah,
Pay for
hmm
your porn,
Exactly.
everybody.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Or tip her just cause. You can
hmm
just tip
Mhm.
her and say just because it's Monday.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh, yeah.
Or just because you love her.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just say just because it's Monday and you're awesome.
hmm
Give her all your money. We
Yeah,
support that. We support
that
that all the way.
works for me.
I don't think she'd say no. She's
I
not going to
don't know.
object. She's not going to
Hmm.
sit it back and say, no, yeah, no.
Yeah. I'll absolutely take
Just
it.
be not. Just be nice. Just be
Yeah.
nice in the DMs.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. So we start our hour already. That was a quick hour. Didn't seem like
Yeah. Yeah. Went by super
so.
fast.
Mhm.
Where like of all the stuff like all your social media, where can they find you? Where can they pay for your porn? Where
Yeah.
can they enjoy who you are?
Yes. So my Instagram is Ophelia.Faye. My Twitter is Ophelia Faye 888. And then as far as places where to uh, buy my porn, I have a few different options because I try to make sure that none of my like fan sites are redundant, so they each have kind of a different purpose. So if you want like VIP access to like all of my more artsy photos, all of my like every video that I make that's like the higher like every like full sex tape that I make that's
Mhm.
also um includes the stuff that's too kinky or too outdoors or too whatever for OnlyFans, then go to my loyal fans. That's my VIP experience. That is just loyal fan. It's just Ophelia Faye, no periods, no spaces, nothing like that. OnlyFans, if you want like an initial taste for free as a place to buy my content, that is Ophelia underscore Faye. Hidden is a new platform that I'm on, which is kind of like X-rated Instagram in a way. So it's a little bit more like it's all like mainly vertical stuff. It's shorter form and it's kind of like amateur, but like in that like artsy curated kind of
Hmm.
amateur way. And that one's also just Ophelia Faye.
You said
Perfect.
hidden?
Yes,
I've never heard it. I'm looking it up now. That's
it's very new.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're hopping on the new stuff
Yeah,
before we
absolutely.
even hear about it too. This is new to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
hmm. I'm gonna save this and look it up later because I don't want to distract myself a little too much.
Yeah.
Um, one more thing before we get her to do her socials. Are you still with the agency that's in your bio?
Yes, I'm
If
still
somebody
with Zen
wants to,
Models.
okay. I want to make sure. I don't want to say, yeah, you can book her with Zen Miles. She's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. No, no, boo boo. I'm no longer with that. I wanted to make sure before I said it. I don't want you to.
Yes. Yes. Veronica is very, very lovely. Absolutely book me through Zen
Yeah, I
Models.
don't want. I didn't want you to check me and put me in my place. And
Yeah.
then I'll just every time I see you, I'm like, oh, she checked me. I'm sorry,
Right?
Sarah.
Like
Where can you find you, Sarah Lace?
you guys can find me on imsarahlease.com. All of my links and my social medias are on there.
We are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram. Burbank Misfits on Facebook, Twitter, and on the Blue Sky. BurbankMisfits.com. This is everything we do from photography to her sex stuff to we do a lot of crap because we're bored. Um, and she's sexual. And I'm RAWSEARR on Instagram and on the Twitter. Again, Miss Faye, I wish you the greatest success in everything that you do.
Thank you so
Um, through
much.
this conversation, I can say you're a fun, bubbly person, and you deserve the world.
Thank you.
So
That's so sweet.
I hope that you get it.
Thank
I do
you.
Um,
hope they book us for a girl in the future though.
Yes, absolutely. I think we'd look great together.
You.
and
Yeah.
everybody out there, please tune in next week. It'll be our season finale. Yeah, it'll be our season finale for season 7.
Mhm.
So
Ooh.
please tune in, and we'll catch y'all then.
Bye
Bye.
guys.
Hey.